I know. I'm stealing AJ's studio twice in 1 week. It's got to be serious right now. But the subject matter is, and I thought I'd take a moment before we get into the video this time to just, I know normally when we have stuff in videos, I do the little trigger warning graphic at the beginning, but this one's a little more personal, so I thought a more personal warning was in order. So if you grew up in a home or have ever had any trauma associated with what one might call a trap house or a drug den or just an unsafe place, this one may be a little upsetting, so no one's going to fault you if you skip it. Likewise, if you or somebody you know struggles with your mental health or with substance abuse, I'm putting some resources on the screen right now. There's 988, SAMHSA's substance abuse hotline. You can go to the 988 website. Take it from me, you owe it to yourself to reach out if you need help when you're ready. I'll put this stuff at the end of the video too. Love you, bye. For now.
Hello.
Hi. What we got in here, guys? Don't mind me, it's just raining a bit. Hi. I'm here with Fanny and other Rick outside of the terrible trap house. And you're probably sitting there to yourself saying, but Rick, I thought you were in recovery. What are you doing at a trap house? I'm going to tell you. Number one, if you're going to address me in that tone, you better have love in your eyes or be prepared to mouth kiss. And number 7, wind. It's too windy to talk right now. Maybe if I lean back. Don't mind my sexy pose. I'm trying to block the wind. I'm trying to speak into my mic and block the wind with the trash can beside me. So here's the situation. There's this very sweet, awesome young lady. Mac and I are both friends with the family, particularly her mother and stepdad. They're members of the channel. Her biological father was living here with like 70 squatters. That's a mild exaggeration. There were always people coming and going from this place. It's been a trap house for many years, and it was completely and utterly destroyed inside when we got here. He recently finally caught charges that are probably going to send him away for a very long time, so responsibility fell on this nice young lady to deal with this horrible house. And when you see the pictures or the walkthrough video, you're going to see why we knew that we had to jump in on this one. So without further ado, welcome to the terrible trap house. Let's go. Hey boss, you forgot to say your name.
Yes, imbecile! Do a proper intro, or the algorithm will never forgive you!
Sorry. Hi, if you're new here, I'm... If you're new here, welcome. We are still a pretty small channel, so if you, yes you, would like to help us help more people like this, we highly recommend you take a moment to hit like and subscribe to the channel. They cost you nothing, and it lets YouTube know to get off its butt and show us to more people. What we do on this channel is we run around like a bunch of dinguses and fix people's homes for free.
I do want to kind of look at what we're getting out of here, just in case we find anything that is sentimental for the daughter or anything that's got monetary value that she can resell.
Okay, good to know.
Because she was a victim of this nightmare. I want to keep it semi-Disney, but you guys have got Bloodhound games stuff.
Yeah. You are welcome.
You gonna eat that?
Yeah, I am. Good to see you.
I just wanted to ask, could I eat?
If you finish that lyric to yourself, we are totally hanging out later.
Okay, people, for 5 points on your motor vehicle safety exam.
The movie. 3 words.
Man in the... Oh,
Third
word.
Third word.
No.
Bananas. Bananas.
Bananas. Oh, bananas. Oh, bananas.
Fun fact, a banana is a great way to add an element of physical comedy to any dull situation.
Oh, I might turn it around.
Oh, good. Loose underwear.
Ew. Those are mine.
Oh,
sorry.
Sorry. We didn't have these labeled. It's so crazy. They feel just like mine.
hand on gloves.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, okay.
The best part is my brain went joke first, but then you paused and looked so serious. It's like, oh no, I think we actually mean wait. It worked on me. I got to experience so many levels of that bit.
That's great. Okay, let's flip these around.
Okay.
If you are new here, I feel obligated to point out to you that we're not a cleaning channel.
Ah, nuts.
That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts.
No, Mac and I met a couple years before he started his channel and became friends, so he invites me to help out with his videos sometimes. You guys are doing the dishes on this one, all right? On this channel, we encourage and celebrate random acts of kindness through what we call rack jobs. So I do that by offering free home repairs for people in need, and I'm often assisted by my lovely wife, AJ, or some of my pals like good old Muff Dog Gare. Of course, all dumpsters for this project are being provided by Jaeger Land Service. Hi, Justin.
Merry gifts.
Hey,
I didn't know you guys would be here. I got one for you too.
Oh no, that's cool.
And those might be backwards on size.
Oh, yeah.
Might have to flip flop each other.
Typical.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I'll get you next time, Rick.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, that reminds me, I have your Shadrach shirt too.
You better.
Not with me, but I set it out with the intention.
Well, everyone's got a shirt for me, but no one has one on, and I do have one.
Yeah.
Of course, this isn't the first time we've worked with the MMC team. I think it's like the 5th collab that we've done now. If you missed any of those, I have a playlist featuring all of our collaboration videos for your consuming pleasure, ready to go in the playlist section of the channel. And maybe I'll put a thing in the card. There you go. Yeah. Bing!
Man, I keep finding like half-smoked ciggies in this economy. That's crazy.
Okay, let's go ahead and stop.
Collaborate and listen, because here's the thing, and I'm going to tell you. I want to take a quick moment to thank our GoFundMe supporters. I genuinely don't think we would have gotten through the last couple months without you guys. If you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about, there is a brief video explaining what's going on, but I can give you the cliff notes. So I have severe nerve damage in my arms and back. I finally get to meet my new back doctor next week for the first time to discuss our treatment options. My local ortho handles my wrists and elbows and has been wanting to operate for years, but we had to keep putting it off for various reasons and complications. My wife also has to have a major operation next month, and I need to be able to help her until she heals up. So we had to postpone my surgery one last time. That was on the doctor's advised, not mine. Once she's recovered, I'll be having mine done in June, and hopefully by then we will have some kind of answer about my back.
Nice, running water too? Electric and running water?
This is the fanciest trap house I ever been
Yeah.
to, Paul. Man, we are both married.
I didn't say jump on my jugs.
We lost part of what made that funny, apparently. Allison was talking about the camera, and she asked, how do I turn it on? And like right at the same time she said that, Kristen was saying, I'm going to get a jump on these jugs, or something to that effect. Comedy.
This is the books and also muffins.
You just missed my sexy dance.
Sexy dance?
I overcame 7 damn credit hours of erotically seductive dad dancing classes for that little chuckle right there, and worth every penny and every moment.
I got me a tote, Allison. It totes my goats.
See, now it's the lame, stupid, cringy crap like that joke right there that just lets me know I'm in the right place with the right people. Comedy.
You can find more instructions at www.doyourbest.com. We'll be encouraging you to do your best. Decks, porches, and patios. Okay.
Don't be throwing shade at me. Ha! Not one. Because it's a lamp shade.
So-
It's open.
I'll just get this stuff off camera.
Okay.
And then we'll go into that bedroom and see if we can get all that out of there.
I'll send you a clip of that.
Allison needs to take a picture. I got your back.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, girls, okay. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
I believe in you.
You believe
I believe in you.
I believe.
Everybody believe!
Right.
Just whatever you do, don't think about the pee you're definitely
I know,
standing in.
there
Just don't
is.
think about it.
There's a bottle. Okay.
This is the life you chose.
All
This is a
Literally
reflection of your
chose
own
this.
interests.
right, we ready, y'all?
Yep.
Speaking of poor decisions, I'm probably going to make and lose some friends over this one, but the elephant needs to be addressed. It's rude not to address an elephant, especially one waiting so patiently. Now, try to keep in mind as I dish out these hot takes that I've been in the depths of hellscapes, not unlike the one that you see before you, so I can speak to the aesthetic and the experience. I've been through treatment, 12-step groups, relapses, incarceration, all of it. Thankfully, the last time that I relapsed, with the help of my psych team and this awesome program called Affect, I was able to kick the poison before I lost my life or freedom or my family. I wholeheartedly believe that addiction is a disease or at least some kind of chemical deficiency or imbalance. I know many argue that it's a disease of choice, and they're not wrong. It's just they're not entirely correct, I guess. I do concede that the beginning stages of use most of the time are strictly choice, yes. But I've personally known many addicts, including myself, that wanted nothing to do with it for the majority of their time that they were using. The crap is just, it's so damn powerful, and the need is so visceral, it's nearly impossible to fight off on your own and just walk away. I keep holding out hope that we'll see the day that regular folks can understand that we're just like any other group of people, right? It's a spectrum. There are those who bear ill will towards others and intentionally do harm. And then there are those that just frankly haven't healed the pain of some experience, be it abuse, loss, or some other kind of trauma. Others suffer psychological disorders and don't possess the adequate tools to cope or a diagnosis to even know what to do about it. And they seek out the relief they get from the substances that they chose. Others still just like the feeling of getting high. Some use just to feel and act normal. The list goes on. I am not trying to romanticize addiction. I want to say that very clearly, or make any excuses or claims to the people living in the house. I don't know any of them personally. I don't know what their lives are like. I just have the unique perspective of having been in those houses when they were crowded. I've talked to some versions of the people that were staying here, in other forms. There are those that I would give every dollar I had in my wallet to, and I know without a doubt that they would use it for food or clothes or whatever it was that they needed. And then there are those that I would rather Steven Seagal right in the face than ever having even talked to them. I guess I have a need to try to bridge the gaps that I see around us when I have what I believe to be valuable insight, things that could benefit all of us greatly if only we could find a way to meet halfway with each other. Apply that to anything. Fill in the blank.
When you were with me at the Flea House, Rick, in your video, you made a joke about how I got annoyed with the salt joke. Actually, what it was what I just ran into here, where I saw a bunch of kid shop kids.
Yeah.
I just picked up a lunchbox and a bunch of homework.
No, I know, yeah. I think that was right after I found the meth pipe here.
Is it?
Oh! That's a plumbus, son!
It's very.
Holy shit.
It's a personal massager! Is this every sock I ever lost? Guys, I found him!
I do want to reiterate what Mac brought up there because I think I inadvertently bummed him out a bit, and I feel bad about that. Anxiety. If you saw our last collab at what he called the Flea House, I made a crack in the voiceovers about how I had finally annoyed him too far or something like that. I was making a joke about how extra I was being. And friends, please make no mistake that these are just jokes. If I had even the slightest hint of sass or zest in my voice, you should know I'm just joshing, having a bit of a josh about. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm not as obvious about when I'm being serious or silly as I think I am. But either way, I'm sorry if anyone thought that Mac was being short with me because he wasn't. But right before we had just uncovered more kid stuff at the house in that video, and we were all pretty bummed about that.
Other Rick died. Passed out from the bean smell.
No!
Giving CPR.
He's taken by Fanny. Where are we going now, boss? I hope you know you're a fan.
Hercules, Hercules. I bet I look ridiculous.
It is a little ridiculous.
Try not to get this dirty.
I've heard of a power bottom, but not a posturepedic bottom.
Yes, friends, that's the type of intellectual highbrow humor you can always depend on from your old pals here at Rick the Jerk YouTube channel on the interweb.googletube.org/fun. Oh, and do please like and subscribe so we can help more people. Yay! I feel sorry for her back, but I did get a real kick out of Mac making Kristen use this tiny broom instead of a regular big people broom. Idiot.
I'm gonna tell everybody that you won't buy me a nice room.
HR. We could go that one.
I'll use it too.
Let there be light. The salt, it was good. That makes a big difference.
Most people don't know this fun fact. Kristen made it to the penultimate round of Sing Fighter with that song she was just singing. That, for those that don't know, is an underdog fight club that she started where combatants go head-to-head in gruesome blood sports while singing royalty-free bangers.
What happened when I threw that heater right down the middle of the dumpster?
I can't wait to start actually cleaning this shit.
See, you fished the heater right down the center?
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
You know, this really does break my heart for everybody involved. Like I said, I've been there a few times, and it's not a pleasant place. Not literally in this house, just similar situations. Like I said, there are those that seek to do harm, yes, and I have no patience for them. But for example, I knew a woman whose kids were her everything, right? And when she lost them, she spiraled. She became worse than she ever was with her addiction and her behaviors and stuff. She began experiencing auditory hallucinations of her children playing or calling to her in the other room, even though they weren't even in the same town anymore. Like we'd be talking about 12-step meetings or music, art, telling crazy stories of people that we'd met in our travels. And she was completely fine. You'd never know that she really had a problem. Then out of nowhere, her eyes would get like huge and her face would go white and she'd get this huge smile on her face, like she was startled but happy about it. And she would just dart into her kids' room, thinking they were there. Then she'd be confused for a few minutes before reality sank back in and she would completely break down. I think it might have been the single saddest thing I've ever witnessed. And I saw it happen so many times. And I've been there too. I think that's obviously it's why it got to me so much, but when I got on the garbage the first time, like any time that I tried to clean up, I would end up hallucinating and I'd always hear my kids in the other room, like they were physically there in my apartment. It was torturous. I have no idea how people can get through things like that on their own. I barely did. And I had a pretty decent support network around me when I was struggling. Right, that's enough heavy lifting for today, I think, Martha. I seem to have upset my own humors. Back to your irregularly scheduled Tom Fooligans.
Get it, Rick. Get it.
Am I a good boy? Am I a good boy?
You know, sometimes I really miss my weekends with Mac growing up on the family farm. We used to play games like that all the time. He'd throw a ball and make me pick it up with my mouth, or we'd be throwing sticks around, and then he'd make me bring him to him in my mouth. Or sometimes we'd play tug of war. But he'd make me play with my mouth. But then we'd always go inside for a home-cooked lunch made from scratch. Of course, Aunt Maxine would put mine right on the floor for me like a good boy. I wonder if she still thinks I'm a good boy. Oh, I hope so. So the fabric of reality, friends, is enveloping me and eluding me all at once. I haven't been sleeping so great this week. If you missed the breaking news, I also suffer a bit of the bipolar disorder. Little ADHD in there. Little suspected tism, if you prefer, ADH polar. Very common side effects of all of those, plus, the screaming nerve pain that I'm dealing with, is lack of sleep or even straight up insomnia. Luckily, though, I talked to all my doctors about everything yesterday. I told them enough is enough. I feel like I'm losing my grip on reality over this stuff at times, more and more as it goes on. Thankfully, they all agreed and heard me out, and I've got new meds to help me rest at night times, and of course, steroids to hopefully take a little bit of the bite out of my back. Here's hoping. Why do so many of our videos end up with you on your knees fighting a recliner?
Nice. Okay, now you got that one.
And finally, at long last, after 1 hour and 15 minutes, our intrepid muff duck has mangled the marauding man chair in a magnificent melee of might matched.
Yeah, no help. Always fighting the damn chair.
That little segment there is from our epic 4-part series, The Curse of the Cluttered Castle, that was recently posted. It featured my first live, real-time descent into madness, literal manglings, my thumb and back primarily, cursed footage, over 60 yards worth of waste to discard, and all kinds of neat stuff and the like. Playlists galore for those that want more, haha, haha. And stuff in the cards and description.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I didn't sweep up the floor enough good for Lord Princess.
Oh.
She wants to have her pudding and her beef.
And action.
Max stuff happening at the other side of the room.
Max stuff indeed. I don't know what any of this means either. I'm just as confused as you are. There ought to be a law, I swear. Do watch this, though. It makes me giggle. See if you can pinpoint the moment Mac announces one of the dog poos got stepped on. Thankfully, it didn't seem to be any of us, somehow. So there's only one logical explanation. That's right, ghouls. I might even be so bold as to suggest super ghouls and ghosts.
I don't know why.
Oh, hey, this was recording yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh man, we just missed it. This was so easy yesterday.
Sorry. Okay.
I can't tell from the racket. The racket around me. AJ and I had a family, so we were a little wrapped up with that. And this lot had the audacity, the sheer audacity to get started without it. But that's fine because you need to be watching the full transformation on Mac's channel anyway, because all you're going to see here is us taking trash out. So, don't be
Straight nincompoops.
straight nincompoops in this mug.
What are we doing with this bad boy? Okay.
They got it wired and zip tied all the way around and customized. I can't get it to unhook.
Everything is that ain't the way it used to be. We had some good times, don't you agree? This level's burning out, but when was it enough to light this old house? Footprints by the door. There's something I need to think about. And I scream to your heart, won't you please just come back home? begging to prove me wrong. These walls are closing in. Swear to God, I think I saw your ghost again. If I knew where to begin, no, the talking never ends. And everything is great. At least for you it seems that way. But I'm hoping for me there will be and I scream too hard. Won't you please come? I bet you won't.
If I was more sure about the wall, I would have jumped off of it. Right?
To prove me wrong.
I used to bruise the purpose the other day and never cleaned them out. Did you get some cobwebs, buddy? Yeah, you did.
Still with a sense of purpose.
That was Matty Till Dawn with his hit Prove Me Wrong off the 2012 album Chingolero. Yes! May I have another? No? Then let's unpack the other thing on WJRK The Jerk, where you don't hear the sounds hear you. Yeah, I'm Mother Rick. Who's there? I'm Other Rick. Interrupting interdimensional. Yeah, I'm Mother Rick. I get it. So here's the thing. As far back as when I was just a wee baby jerk, no more than 1, 2, 3 and knee high to a cave cricket, I loved characters and their voices. I may have been the only 3-year-old in history that consciously wanted to be a voice actor at that age. I always wanted to be the man that came up with the characters that were entertaining enough that other people imitated them. And it hasn't happened for a very long time until just then, and I had little intense whispered happy stems things. Is it cold or is it wet? Is it cold or is it wet? Be sure to check out your local game shops or head on over to our website to get your very own copy of the new hit family game sensation that's sweeping the nation. Is it cold or is it wet? That's www.rickthejerksquad space GoogleTuber Supreme of the internet web.edu/shop till you drop on the lawn of your .com. From there, click on the link to access the QR code, which lets you download our app off the dark web. No, in all seriousness, though, I am shooting to have us a store up and running as soon as I can. We'll have some print to order stuff probably, and I'm trying to put together a healthy stock of my handcrafted items for my woodworking stuff. So hopefully we'll sell while we're both down from our upcoming medical procedures.
I got him today. Oh, you did?
Matt needed help holding up the wheelchair. So I went over and grabbed the seat and pulled it over. Yep, all me. He's walking out with a wheelchair. I go, hey, is that how you roll, son? I was much more proud of that joke than I justified. Hey, if you guys made it this far, please consider hitting them dar buttons under the video. Your kindness in that regard helps us go out and spread more kindness, and the people that affects will go forth and do samesies. And our little kindness cult will truly know no bounds. We'll rule the world. I strongly believe now more than ever, guys, that these connections may be what saves us if we're lucky. You know, we haven't been humaning very well lately. I think most of us intelligent and attractive beings can agree on that. And we see what's going on and we know where it's going. And what sets us apart is our technology, our empathy, and our compassion, in no particular order. I say we use these powers for good, but you know, that's just my humble little opinion.
Whee!
I knew that was left. All right. Fun.
Now you see Mr. West Magic Cleaning there and I have very different ideas of fun time. But then that's part of what makes him so great, I guess. And you guys too. I can't believe we're already slowly creeping up on a year of horsing around together, you guys. I wish I had better words right now, but I'm unwell and sleep deprived. It's leaving me a mumbling mess at this point, I'm sure. I don't know if you guys can understand a damn word I'm saying. Nonetheless, I know other Rick and I have said it plenty of times, but we shall continue to do so. We would not be doing anything of what we are doing right now if it wasn't for Mac and Kristen and Allison and everybody else that's been a part of this stuff. All you amazing people out there in the Jerk Squad and the Moose Stampedes. I'll never be able to verbally express the deeply resounding gratitude to Mac for introducing us to all of you guys and all y'all getting us monetized at breakneck speed so we could do more free work for people. The hundreds and thousands of amazing new friends that we've made, it's all been very surreal and very uplifting. I haven't really done this explicitly in a while, and I'm a little bit ashamed of that now that I think about it, but I get forgetting, and I'm sorry. But I want to thank my little pal Muff Dog there for always being willing to be my hands when mine aren't working so great and never failing to show up when I need him to, both on jobs and in life, and always with a sunny disposition and a proactive attitude even when he's bummed out. I know you're watching, you little dinkus, and thank you, sir. Love you, buddy.
That is pretty impressive, man. I didn't think we'd get through all these three today. Happy with it.
Good deal.
Whee!
Oh.
Whee!
Well, that is it for me as far as the Trap House of Terror goes. Mac and his team will be back over the coming days to do the cleaning part. Muff Dog and I came to help with the getting the stuff in the dumpster part, and we're pretty much there, I think. So we're all going to call it a day. Thank you guys so much for watching, for hanging out, and enjoying another one of these fun collaborations we do with Midwest Magic Cleaning. I know the family that we did this for is probably going to cry for days when they see this, so it's a really good thing we did there. Very good thing for some great people. We love them to death. I want to thank everybody that's donated to the GoFundMe. You guys are the absolute best, really helping our family get by right now. And thank you guys for watching. You know, our goal is to get to where we can do this full time, and now that our sponsor deal with the company I'm not going to mention seems to have fallen through, the only way we're going to do that now is through you guys watching, sharing the videos, subscribing. All I can do is upload, sharing, and hope for the best. You guys are the ones that are going to make this channel blow up if it does. So just keep doing what you're doing, show the videos to people you think might like them, and maybe we'll get there quicker than we think, you know? I figure, from what I know about monetization, once we get to around 100,000, maybe 150,000 subscribers regularly watching, then might be able to go full time. So until then, Mac and I would love to be the ones to tell you that we're proud of you. No matter what you're going through, you're still here. And to me, that means that you are doing a good job. Love you, bye. I'm not gonna. Yeah. I can't. On to the next one, guys.
Good job, Daddy.
Thank you, baby.